Hello divine beings, welcome to Demela Universe. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. It's time for a tarot reading. Let us see what is coming through at this time. We trust you are well, beautiful beings. Guitarres talavatos. Criaturas talavet. Okay. Giatos. Viatos talavet. We have the Eight of Cups at the center of the read. Yes, we have the Ace of Pentacles rather within. We have the Two of Pentacles without. We have the Six of Swords below. And crowning we have the Strength card, 8. Double 8 on the floor. Okay, interesting. We usually look at the card below, but we just started shuffling, so we're going for it. Overall energy, Five of Cups. Okay. So, beginning with the center and the 5. Both of these, the 5 of Cups, overall energy, and the center energy, 8 of Cups, both represent leaving, moving away, cleansing, releasing. Okay? And we feel this is walking away from old parts of self, walking away from old emotionalities of self. So it is you in the physical having these experiences, and these experiences that you're having now in the unknown, these unknown experiences, these new interactions and new manifestations coming into your life, and you are now observing them and you are experiencing them. Yes. And you are also now seeing the chaos or the happiness or the wanted energy, whatever it is you're experiencing. And you are seeing very clearly how you would react, for these experiences are very much of the physical realm. You're out of the cocoon now. In the cocoon, it is very spiritual, really released and removed from the physical experiencing, the physical interactions, the physical co-creations, the physical ways, right? And now that you're back in the physical as source, you are experiencing these manifestations, these discoveries of you. And you are seeing how you now are being, how you now are reacting, how you now are responding. And you are feeling yourself sometimes going back to those old ways of being, those old emotional ways, those attachments, maybe co-creating and experiencing and collaborating in a way which is almost, you are present in your truth, and yet you are feeling yourself almost teeter between owning your transformation process and letting everything and everyone meet you here, or almost responding to these situations in ways you used to, which no longer serve you. And you are doing the beautiful work at this time to walk away from those old self, those old ways, to walk away from those old emotionalities, those old attachments. So even if it is somebody returning into your life, you are treating them anew, and they're meeting you anew now. You are no longer co-creating with them with the old ways, your old emotional responsibilities to them, your old codependencies, your old attachments. You are literally treating them as a new frequency, as a new being, and they're meeting you now in your transformation process right here, right now. And it's allowing yourself, and because you are meeting them in your new frequency, in your truth, and they're experiencing you in your truth, you are shifting away from an old experiencing with them. So say it's a returning friendship, a returning family member, a returning situation, or even a new experiencing. You are being very new and very much honoring your transformation process in this experience. So you are shifting from that old relationship. Excuse us. Throat chakra also coming through. You're in your truth now, speaking your truth. So you're releasing that old way of being. So say it was a friendship. You're no longer seeing them as the friendship was. It's a new relationship now. Say it is a family member. You're no longer seeing them as a cousin or as a sister, as a niece or a nephew. You're seeing them as source. You're seeing everyone as source. And so the relationship is now shifting from the conventional ways in which people would think family members should be, friends should be, relationships should be, to this new way of being, this new responding to those current situations. Even if it's a stressful situations, the way that you're responding is not reactive, and you're, excuse that, you're not reacting emotionally, or you're not contributing to the drama. You are observing, and with your new awareness, this is how you are being in those different situations. And so the situation is a new frequency. This relationship or this experiencing, this co-creating with somebody takes on a new shape, a new lifetime, a new cycle. Okay, so even if it is a returning person and you are resonating in your new resonance, the relationship is very, very much different and has a different frequency, a different way of being than how it was before your transformation. And really releasing those attachments and those old ways of being, releasing the guilt of being new, releasing the, you know how maybe the expectations, if there's an expected way you are to be, an expected way you are to show your love, to show your concern, to show your responsibility, you're no longer tapping into the worldly views of that's the responsible way to do it, that's the obligatory way to do it. If you do it this way, it means you love. You're no longer tapping into how humans have decided is the appropriate way of reacting in situations. You are feeling source. You are feeling source. So even if there's something happening and it's quite maybe an urgency, and you are amongst the beings there who can respond to this urgency, yet everything within you says, no, do not. You won't now. For you understand, it's not that you don't want to assist or help. That frequency is not a resonant frequency for you to apply yourself to that situation. And other people might jump in to assist or whatever, and that's okay. And you release the guilt of not being the ones that also jumped in. Because you understand not every moment is a helping moment, and not every moment is for your own resonant, for your own frequency of vibration to co-create with, to put itself in. You are very specific and particular about the frequencies you engage in, no matter what. Even if it's, oh goodness, somebody help, you're like, If it's an intuitive yes, you are there. But if everything says no, release, you're no longer forcing yourself to do it because that's the, you have to. You're realizing source is saying, there's another way, or no, actually, this is not when you intervene, or this is not where your frequency is. And you feel it, and you honor it. And should, of course, you not honor it, you'll experience the why source is saying no. But then should you honor it, you're honoring your transformation process, and now you'll experience why source had guided you away from that. Either path you'll experience and you'll learn, but you're now honoring what your source is saying above all what is expected of you in whatever relationship and experience it is. Interesting. We have been experiencing these for this time, so fascinating to see it as a collective frequency too. Within the Ace of Pentacles, because yes, you are new. And your soul is saying, look, within, in your divine feminine space, in your unknown space, in the unknown physical, in the shadow, in the source space, new, you are source now. New frequencies, new light codes, new stability, new ways of being, new ways of experiencing the physical realm. Thus, in the physical without, dropping things now. You're no longer doing the things you used to do. You're dropping ways of being, dropping experiences, dropping expectations, you're just releasing even more the ways of old and embodying the ways of source even more, even deeper, even richer, because now not even you've released so much, but now you are releasing even the it's this intrinsic expected way of being, which you'd rather heal the guilt, you'd rather heal the shame, you'd rather heal those than actually put yourself in the experience that causes calamity or that is resistant to the guidance you're receiving. So it's a balancing. You are balancing to the source. You are balancing everything in the physical to the source you are. Remember, in the cocoon, 2023 and prior, but especially in the 2023 year, everything was balancing to source, the 7, right? And now you are source here in the physical. And now you are balancing your own expression, your own way of being, your own engaging, your own mannerisms, your own. It's really about your own ways to source. And everything now is you are responding to everything. Excuse us. You are responding to everything and reacting to everything more aligned to your source. And yes, in the beginning it's a little bit uncomfortable. You're sort of like, oh no, maybe falling into old patterns, maybe seeing yourself sort of not really, yes, just uncertain, not really sure, is this enough, am I sure, or am I being too cold, am I being too distant, or you're sort of just like not really. It's a bit of an interesting uncertainty, but the more and more you are experiencing, the more and more you just actually claim and anchor and decide, actually everybody has to meet me here, all experiences meet me here, all situations meet me here now. And that uncertainty is slowly melting away. You're really becoming anchored in that frequency of source, and your physical is now, you are being source in the physical, exacting to all situations, and everything around is also now filtering and reacting and being and responding to your source you are. And you're seeing how dominant your frequency is, and how actually it's so much easier to resolve situations and to bring resolution and diffuse situations when you're just in the truth of you, when you're just honoring where you feel guided or how you feel. You're utilizing your tools that you learned in the cocoon, in the physical now, in your physical engaging, and it's really allowing an interesting experiencing, because now it's allowing you to be at source at all times, a dominant frequency, and you're seeing how this energy is literally shifting situations smoother and faster. Where you were expecting conflict, it's just smooth and swift. Sorry, we're coughing so much at this time. Okay. Below, 6 of Swords, shifting, moving, transitioning, a healing. You are shifting to what? Look, the Strength card. You're no longer a sheep, and you're no longer creating in the ways in which you used to create, as in the collective sheep mind. You are now creating in your truth, in your power, as source in the physical, as source in the physical. This is a shift now to your power, to a realm of no conditioning. You're releasing the conditioning experiences, the conditioned programming, the conditioned ways in your way of being, in your expression, and in all the engagements and interactions at this time. So be gentle with yourself in these processes as you find yourself sometimes not quite trusting the source to be enough, but in the end, learning to. You're learning to trust source as enough in all experiences and all engagements, thus transmuting the conditioning finally to freedom, to your empowerment, to your true individual, powerful self, unique frequency in all experiencing. And you are finally learning that it's enough, and you are really releasing the old ways and the old emotionalities, the old processes. It's like you're having these experiences and you're seeing yourself from an outer body way, and oh, okay, and then you are feeling your way now as you engage in them as source, no longer as your past conditioned self. And you are witnessing how the situation now reacts to you, now responds to you. And you are learning to embody more that energy of you being so stable in the physical, in your truth, in your power, releasing the conditioned way of being, the conditioned expected responses, conditioned expected behaviors. And you are really honoring your very unique way with these people, with these energies, with these conditions, allowing you to move to a realm and experiencing which is balanced, where you are dropping everything that truly isn't you and allowing yourself to be present in your truth and your clarity within the physical at all times, shifting to that world of your authentic alchemy. Blessed be